What's up guys, my name is Tom, welcome back to another video, and today welcome to the first gameplay that we have from F1 2020. I posted a video yesterday about the new career mode, details about my team career mode. I highly recommend go check it out. The link is going to be in the description, and make sure to smash like and subscribe channel if you to see more F1 2020 game news and content in the future. It really motivates me to make more, but it's a hot lap around the brand new Zandvoort Circuit in Max Verstappen's Red Bull. Is not the Red Bull that we are seeing in real life in terms of the car model. The car model is the F1 chassis, which is the car that I'm 99% sure that we're going to see in my team career mode. If you choose to play that new type of career mode, this is the car that you're going to drive, 99% sure, because yeah, it's the F1 chassis, it's the multiplayer car, and it happened last year where we had the first preview of the game was all cars with this chassis, so this is not the final model, so just to bear in mind. In terms of graphics, it's definitely a step forward in comparison with F1 2019, but the improvements are not that big. I can see some differences when it comes to lighting and in the environment, and finally the tires are not grooved in the center, which was the thing that it was so ugly in F1 2019. It's that in the center of the tires it was just a little groove, and that would ruin the tires in my opinion. I actually use a mod that doesn't have that groove in my F1 2019 career mode, which is going to be out on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. I really enjoyed this gameplay, and I really loved the Zandvoort Circuit in this game, but I have a thing that really surprised me, is that the circuit is so large, so I don't know. Like, the bankings are okay, we can see a lot of banking, especially on the first sector, and then this fast section, it seems to be a little bit more wider than I tested on the Assetto Corsa. I made a video where I tested the brand new F1 layout, and here it seems to be a little bit more narrow, but definitely the layout is more like the Codemasters game, because they have the license, they have the all data of the circuit, and on Assetto Corsa they have it's just a mod, it's not really accurate, but we're not here to talk about Assetto Corsa. I know what I'm talking about. And then the final two corners, and then we go to the banking, which is going to be really awesome when it comes to side-by-side action in my career mode. It's going to be absolutely insane, Zandvoort. And yeah, really excited to see. To be honest, I wasn't expecting to see Codemasters releasing the gameplay that early. 3 days ago we had the details about the new career mode, and 2 days later we are here with this brand new gameplay, and looks exquisite. I'm going to have a lot of comments saying that I'm copying someone. I just want to bear in mind this is the alpha version, so this means that we're not probably the final product is not going to be like this in terms of graphics. The car model I already talked about is not a Red Bull model. Is the F1 chassis. If we see some gameplays in the next few days, very probably you're going to see this chassis in every single car. The game covers were shown, and is going to look like, if you're going to buy the Michael Schumacher DLC, looks absolutely great to see Schumacher in the cover. I think it's a little bit simple, just having the 70 number in the background. I think Codemasters could be a little bit more creative in the background, in my opinion. So if you buy in the UK or around the world, you're going to have Hamilton and Vettel. If you buy on France, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Italy and Japan, you're going to have Verstappen and Leclerc. If you buy in Spain and Mexico, obviously you're going to have the two guys that speak Spanish, then that is Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez. And then if you buy in Australia or Poland, you're going to have Kimi Raikkonen and Daniel Ricciardo. So it was a little bit weird, because if you don't buy in Finland, you're going to have Vettel and Hamilton, and you're not going to have Raikkonen, so that was a bit weird to see. But yeah, in general the game covers look good. I think, like I said, it could look a little bit more out of the box in the background. I think they could have put some artwork of an F1 cars. And now we're going to the final topic of this video, that is the handling, which it was a little bit questionable for me, but I can't judge much, because like I said, it's an alpha version. There's a lot of things that can be improved that we saw in this gameplay. And starting at turn 1, I'm watching, so into turn 1, you can see the steering angle. The driver steers so much. The guy that was doing the odd lap, it was almost opposite lock in the first corners, and that results in understeer on F1 2019. Like, you've seen there in the left-hander, he was turning all the wheel, and then here he stepped on the curb on the fast section, and that's not realistic at all, in my opinion, because if you step in that curb going at high speed, it's very probable that you're going to be sent into the wall. So here we can see that Codes are making maybe the game more accessible, more arcadey, I can say. But that was a bit weird to see, stepping that curb, and here he avoids the curb because that curb is really high. I'm going to go back a little bit. You can see in the center is really high. Actually, when I was racing at the Seto course, I was capable of touching that curb a little bit, but I'm a little bit not sure if you can touch that in this game. Here you can see in another left-hander, he doesn't turn that much the wheel, which was surprising, but here you're going to see that it turns so much the wheel, as you can see, that it is killing the tires. Yeah, if we follow the logic, it's killing the tires. And then through the chicane we have another really high curb on the right hand tree, and then it's okay, you actually can mount because you're going at close speed. And then through the final two corners, like I said, you actually can hit the curbs. If I hit that on a Assetto course, I would be sent into the wall, so you can do that. And yeah, well, the conclusion that I can take in the handling model, it looks a little bit more arcadey. The turn is a bit questionable, it's turning a lot to wheel, and you definitely can step some curves that shouldn't be touched in my opinion. So, but like I said, this is an early version of the game. There's a lot of things that can be improved, and I really hope that one of them is the handling model. I don't want to be turning all the wheel to make it turn 4, I believe. But in a nutshell, looks pretty good. I'm really excited to see. Zandvoort looks absolutely amazing in the game. It's going to be awesome. Imagine in multiplayer, in the fast section, how it's going to be. It's going to be absolute carnage. Considering that the slipstream on F1 2019 is powerful as hell. If it is like this on F1 2020, it's going to be overtake after overtake. And imagine going side by side in the banking and in the fast section. This track is going to be a banger in my opinion. But for the game, in terms of real life, I don't think that it can provide good racing from my honest point of view. But we'll see. We don't even know if we're going to have a Dutch Grand Prix because of the pandemic. Yeah, but at least we're going to have in the game, and that's what matters. Not what matters, it could have been much worse. Couldn't have the track in the game, let's be honest. So that has been the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash like and subscribe channel if you want to see plenty more F1 2020 gaming content. It really motivates me to make more, and if you could that, it would be very thankful. Make sure to share this video with your friends, with everyone you can. It really motivates in the divulgation of the channel. I will be very thankful. So my name has been Tom, and I'll see you guys for brand new video next time. Remember, F1 2019 career mode is going to be back on Sunday. I really need to finish season 2 as fast as I can because this game is coming 10th of July. So we'll see what I can do, and I'll see you guys for brand new video.